today it's all about the details on coffeewithgpa.com. If this is one of the first videos you've looked into and you enjoy coffee just as much as we do here, please consider subscribing to learn more about the best ways to make coffee at home and to get an insight into some of the best beans available to you on the market now. So in today's video we're going to be looking at another coffee subscription box, this time by One Click Coffee. This is actually my second box that I've looked into and it's pretty awesome. It's really pretty awesome. This is a fairly new subscription box as well. It's a new company that only launched their first box last month, so 2019 is going to be a really big deal for One Click Coffee. Now I've spoken to Pollyanna quite a few times and she's really heavily into her coffee and she's really heavily into finding the very best coffee that's available to us on the market now. So this is a really big deal. If you have that passion for something, you're all about finding the very finer details and getting the absolute best from it, it's quite rare that you're not going to succeed in doing so. So let's find out what we actually get in our One Click Coffee subscription box. Now it's probably worth saying that these aren't going to fit through the letterbox. So it's worth bearing in mind that someone might need to be home or you may have to wait an extra couple of hours to get that coffee. If you can wait a few extra hours, then you're probably going to be in for a bit of a treat. But let's see what we actually get this time around as well. Cool, so the first thing that you get inside the box once we've looked at the unboxing is this. Now I come from a publishing background, so this was like absolute heaven to me when I saw this for the first time last month. Now this little newspaper on the inside, you get one each issue. It actually gives you a load of insights into the people behind One Click Coffee. Again, Pollyanna's at the very top there. We get to learn a little bit more about what's inside the box, but also we get to see interviews with the roasters themselves, so we can see 200 Degrees are in this month's box and in the magazine that goes along with it. Now when we talk about all of the details and the finer details, what sets things apart from everything else, this actually wins it for me because I think this is so clever. Having been in the publishing industry for most of my life, there's something absolutely spectacular about feeling paper in your hands, the tangibility of what that feels like. And it's the smell of newsprint as well. If you're in that industry or you've ever worked for a newspaper, you'll totally get what I mean by this. And this is really cool. It just gives you an insight into each of the companies, each of the coffees themselves. That is a very cool little trick. Now you don't see that too often. Now it's always nicely wrapped as well, which makes it feel like a bit more of a treat. And when do we ever not want to feel like we're being treated? So on the inside, so it's a little bit different this one. Now the very first one that we had actually came with a cafetiere, which I think is a great touch. Because if you don't happen to have an espresso machine or you don't have a Chemex or anything else, it's important to have something that you can actually try the coffee out that you've just bought. So in this one we actually get a little bean tin, which is kind of cool, that you can just keep. In fact, what I'd probably do with this is actually keep some of the beans in to take to work with me rather than taking all the packaging. A little wooden coffee mat, which is kind of cool. Coffee was first enjoyed by chewing the berry. I absolutely agree. And if you've ever seen coffee cherries in real life, they are awesome. So the two coffees that we get this month are by 200 Degrees Coffee. This one is the Panama La Baguette. Tasting notes of this one of raspberry, peanut and aromatics. So these are based in Nottingham. Now this is the important thing at this stage. Once I've got over the excitement of the newspaper, the fact that it's all in its original packaging, I think that's such a big thing, because if you're receiving something that perhaps doesn't have its original packaging, its original look, its original branding, it's absolutely fine. I mean, it's not going to cause you any major sleepless nights. But I do think it's that detail again. It's all about the curation and showing how proud they are of what they've curated together. Don't need to change packaging. What they've got is already perfect. And our second coffee for the month, our Relindo coffee, which is actually made in London, which is really cool. Tasting notes of this one, red apple, orange and honey. Now that's amazing. This is by Ward Coffee. What I also love about this is not just the fact that they've curated something that's you know, had a lot of passion put into it and a lot of thought put into it, but actually two contrasting coffees as well. So we've got the Panama one, which is going to be, well, very aromatic and have, I guess, nutty tones and the fruity notes from the raspberry. But then you've also got a Rwandan coffee, which are historically perhaps a bit more acidic. I've got a lot more fruity tones to them. So having that parallel between the two is a very clever way of getting you excited about understanding regions, understanding types of beans, and trying to learn more about the tasting notes and the flavours within those individual coffees. Now, this particular subscription box that we've got here is going to set you back about 25 quid. But let's put that into perspective. If you was to buy each of these coffees individually, you're going to be spending about £10–12 anyway. So you may be paying a fraction more, but you are getting something else that you can keep alongside it. Whatever your view is on that, I think it's great. I'm completely sold. And you do get to learn more, and actually you can use this as a way of exploring the coffee whilst you're drinking it as well. Coffee, to me, certainly isn't just about having something that we just routinely drink. Everything is about experience, and I really believe that's a massive thing. And One Click Coffee have just created and curated this masterpiece that I really think you need to check out to fully understand what it feels like to get this in your hands, to read more, learn more, and enjoy more different things. So Pollyanna and team, you've done an incredible job. I love this. This is a brilliant, brilliant subscription box. One other thing that's worth bearing in mind, they do have other boxes available on the website. There's a box called the Housemate box, I think it is, and there's also business boxes for like the office and that kind of thing. You can also do upfront subscriptions for 3 months. I think they've got up to a year on there as well. Explore this, oneclickcoffee.com. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, give it a like, tell me your feedback. Have you tried this? What does it mean to you? Did you enjoy it? Did it make a difference to your coffee drinking experience? I hope this video has really helped. I hope you check out One Click Coffee, and I can't wait to see you again very, very soon on Coffee with GPA. Take care.